Good afternoon, my viewers. Welcome back to my channel, African Crab here. Today I'm bringing you the basic granny square, how to crochet this basic granny square. You are going to need any 4-ply yarn. I am using Loops and Threads Soft Classic. It's a 4-ply yarn. You will need a crochet hook, a darning needle, and a pair of scissors to cut off your loose ends. Okay, so the video assumes that you know the basics of crochet. If you don't, look up some videos on how to make your basic stitches. We are going to be working with double crochet, half double crochet, and chains. To get started, let's make a magic loop. Just like that. We are going to be working in this space. Your chain 3 will count as your first stitch for every row. So make sure to keep that in mind. So let's start by chaining 3. We're going to add 2 double crochets in the same space. Chain 2. In the same space, we're going to work another set of 3 double crochets. Chain 2, work another set of 3 double crochets in the same space. Chain 2, and then another set of 3 double crochets in that same space. To finish, we're going to yarn over and work a half double crochet at the top of your chain 3. That's 1, 2, and 3. We're going to go right into that chain at the very top and work a half double crochet to close your loop. So that's what it looks like. We're going to go ahead and close this circle. Set your hook down, turn it around, take that loose end and pull through. Pull it taut. If you flip over, that's what it looks like. We're going to go ahead and stitch in this right away so that we don't have an unfinished project. I do not like stitching in my loose ends at the end of my project. I work as I go. I close it so that when I'm done, I'm actually done. So we're going to go under here, stitch this in, go right back in there. Pull it taut. You want to go about 2 or 3 times to make sure it does not come loose. Then one more time. And then we're going to go ahead, snip that off. Okay, I set those aside for later. So that's what it looks like. And let's go back here and we're going to work our second row. So that's what your work should look like in row 1. Chain 3. Then let's work 2 more double crochets in that same space. We're going to skip this set of 3 and work in this space. This is your corner. And in that chain 2 space, we're going to work a set of 3 double crochets. Chain 2, and then another set of 3 double crochets to complete our corner. We're going to skip this 3 and work another corner in that space. For the corner, we need a set of 3 double crochets. Chain 2. And then another 3 double crochets in the same space. That's another corner. We're going to skip to that corner, work a set of 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then another set of 3 double crochets. Skip those sets, and then we're going to finish this row by putting another set of 3 double crochets in this chain 2 space, and to close off we're going to work a half double crochet at the top of our chain 3 right here. You should see it easily. It should be pretty easy. So that's your row 2. That's what your work looks like at this point. Let's work row 3. We're always going to start by chaining 3. That's your first double crochet. We're going to add 2 more to make 3. For this row we now have additional space to work in, which is this space, that space, that space, and that space. So work a set of 3 double crochets here, and then to work your corner we're going to put 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets for every corner. That's your repeat. And then in that space we're going to work another double crochet, another set of 3 double crochets rather. We're on to the next corner. 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. We're back to a corner, a set of 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then another set of 3 double crochets, and that's going to be a repeat for the rest of the project. Is your corners have 2 sets of 3 double crochets with a chain 2 in between. This is your corner, so every corner should have that, and in the center spaces here we will have just a set of 3 double crochets. We're back to this corner. We're going to finish by putting in a set of 3 double crochets, and to close we're going to work a half double crochet at the top of your chain 3 right there. Yarn over, go to the very top of your chain 3, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. So that's what your work should look like. You shouldn't have an issue with it lying flat because it's soft enough. So that's what you look like at row 3. We're going to work one more row together and then I'll let you complete your project. If you're going to be working a sweater, I would recommend you make 5 rows of the granny square, or 6 depending on the size. Chain 3. We're going to work 2 more double crochets to begin this corner, and we'll complete the corner with another set of 3 double crochets once we get back there. So now we have 2 spaces for each corner to work with. So let's work our 3 double crochets in each of those spaces. We're back to working a corner. That's the corner. I'm going to pull up a little bit more yarn. So let's work a corner. We're going to put 3 double crochets. Chain 2, and then another 3 double crochets in this corner. We have 2 more spaces for putting a set of 3 double crochets each. A set of 3 double crochets here, I'm sorry. A corner, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. That's your corner. If this is moving too fast for you, please slow it down, or you can pause it and come back to it. Once again, this assumes you know the basics of crochet. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Please do hit that subscribe button so you can receive updates whenever I upload a new tutorial. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to thank you for your support. I'm working towards 1 million subscribers by the end of the year. Please support me by sharing this video or sharing any other tutorial that you find of interest to you on my channel. I should very much appreciate that. Click the link to my shop in the description box to take a look at some completed projects. You might be inspired, or if you want something that I have made, you're welcome to purchase it. I am currently shipping free anywhere in the United States, and internationally I cannot do it free, so there is a fee for international shipment. But either way, I am shipping worldwide. So go ahead and take a look. You might find something that meets your fancy. So there we are. So this is your basic granny square. I have 4 rows. As you can see, there's uniformity across. The spaces between are pretty uniform. And the square sits by itself. You don't have to go ahead and, like, what do they call it? Block it. You don't have to block this. Once you're making your projects, they will sit by themselves. This is the back side. Pretty uniform. And that's what the front looks like. So let's go ahead and stitch in the loose end, cut off the working yarn. And then let's go ahead and pull this through here, tighten it, make sure it's taut, it doesn't come loose. Then turn it around. We're gonna go ahead and stitch in this loose end. Go ahead and put the needle, put the yarn through your wide-eyed needle, and we're going to stitch it by going through these very top stitches. So go under, up, under, up, under, up about 3 times, pull through, and then we're going to come right back, skip this one and go right in there and back and forth. This allows for you to tighten the yarn so that when you wash it, it doesn't come loose, and we're going to do at least 3 times. That should keep it secure. And then get your scissors and snip that off. Voila! There is your granny square. I made this in different colors as well, just to share with you. I have it in the various colors. You can make one like this by changing colors every row. I used gray, pink, cream, and blue. Or you can again make solid colors. I have one in pink, I have one in white, and of course I have one in blue. So I have all of these going. So make your own and share with me your finished project. Do not forget to hit that like button if you like this tutorial. Share with your friends and family. Again, I do thank you for working with me. Let me know, share your finished project with me. I will see you in my next video. Thank you.